Hey, Sony Corp. Smoke you! For having the freaking PlayStation Network down for 12 days. Now, everybody makes fun of me. They say, oh, Andy, the movie, the game, you're an Xbox fanboy, even though you own PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and the Wii, and then GameCube and Nintendo 64 and the Dreamcast and all these other systems. You know what I say to the PS3 once again? PlayStation 3 sucks. PlayStation 3 sucks.
Now, are we saying the PlayStation 3 sucks or their PlayStation Network sucks?
PlayStation sucks, man. Look, I almost listened to everybody. I was saving up my extra tip money, and I had a lot saved up, and I still do. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna get me a PS3 because I really want Mortal Kombat with Kratos, and there's a couple other games that I kind of want to play. And I'm like, and I need a Blu-ray player, so maybe I'll break down, even though I know I'm gonna have to buy a new one in like 4 years. And I'll go ahead and get one. And then this whole debacle happens. I can't even imagine how mad I would be if all of a sudden I learned that my Xbox 360 Xbox Live account had been hacked, and now my credit card information might be stolen.
Well, this whole thing is kind of ridiculous. You know, I guess they supposedly illegally held the security numbers because you're not supposed to keep those on file for this very reason.
Great.
And I guess there's some kind of secure server thing that they didn't do. You know, Sony's such a big corporation; they're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, you know what penance they had? Reading on Kotaku this morning, because I've been following this for a little bit now. A 7-second bow in apology. That's all we get. That's all we get. Is a 7-second bow. Now I don't get it because I don't know PlayStation 3.
Now, it has sucked. I mean, Portal 2, if I would have gotten that on the PS3, I'd be so pissed right now because you're supposed to be playing co-op. That's the whole point of Portal 2. And then Mortal Kombat, we've been shafted. I really want to play...
Everyone was playing PlayStation Plus. They all got PlayStation Plus so they could download the beta or the first few characters, the demo.
Here's what's the real big kicker, and I think that they're giving everybody the shaft, is the apology is an extra 30 days of PlayStation Plus for the people who don't have PlayStation Plus. So basically they're trying to sell you on it by giving it to you for free, which is cool, but it's not cool because some of the games you can download for free, but some of those games disappear as soon as PlayStation Plus disappears. So if you start in the middle of one of these games, you're gonna have to pay the $50 a year or whatever it is.
Yeah, you know what we call that in the used car business? That's bait and switch.
I see.
That's a bait and switch.
But the people who already have the PSN are doubly getting shafted. We get an extra 30 days of the PSN Plus, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that does nothing for me. Who cares? I'm still shafted 12 days out of, when 2 great games come out because of these security issues. So I really don't think that they're doing enough. Supposedly they might give us a free game. Great. What are they going to give me? Crash Bandicoot for the PS1?
Or maybe a free credit card?
Yeah, somebody else's credit card information, so
Why
we can
not?
just take it.
Well, the thing is if you look at the breakdown of the amount of people that are PlayStation Network folks, America triples the amount of people that are on PlayStation Network versus other countries. And so, as Americans, yeah, we're gonna be pretty upset about it because they've convinced us that how I can order pizzas on my PlayStation.
Sure.
I can do Netflix. I can do all these different things.
Upload your save states online. Now, one thing, a great statistic I saw was 1 in 5 people are considering or have already switched to Xbox Live after this event. So Xbox did something fun and said, hey, they only did this in Europe as far as I know. I see PlayStation's down. Here's a free weekend on Xbox Live on us. Switched.
Yeah, now that's smart marketing right there, unless they hack the network, in which case that's highly illegal, so keep that one on the wraps.
I'm really shocked that they haven't found who did this. I mean, how do you cover your tracks on something like this?
A friend of mine actually does that. They prosecute in the White House, I can't say her name, but actually prosecutes high internet crime, so I am so excited to hopefully get some kind of update that I can actually share with everybody as to the legal proceedings for this process.
Apparently there's a bunch of legal proceedings in UK here and Canada because of this illegal action. But, you know, what also really sucks is if my credit card information does get stolen, does PlayStation pay me back? Supposedly they were thinking about doing that, blah, blah, blah. I doubt it.
Well, I mean, you know, it's more of a hassle than anything else because in America, a lot of the credit card companies have insurance for this kind of stuff. And so, like, if your number gets used for something else, then you're not entering a social security number in, you're entering your credit card in. So you can't flip out too much because most people, what it's going to be is like, let's say you get a charge on your account, you're just going to call up Chase or Bank of America or one of your other institutions and say, hey, look, somebody hacked the PlayStation Network, my card's been compromised, I need to shut down my card and get a new one.
Well, what also sucks is I've noticed different security measures going into other things. PayPal, they're making you update your stuff.
Which I never do because I'm
Xbox?
always afraid that like the person contacting me is not PayPal.
Because their site's so simple and generic, it looks like.
Yeah, well,
Anybody can
they're,
duplicate
they're
it.
like, don't respond to any of our emails. And then they send me a ton of emails. I'm like, I don't know. I give the finger to, I give a small smoke you to PayPal.
I see.
for that one.
As far as this whole thing goes, totally shafted. You know, there should be some protection, at least. Yeah, I guess I should read the fine print that you scroll down the 30 pages of fine print. But
Yeah, which every 17-year-old's going to have, or 16-year-old's going to have the wherewithal to read
and
legalese.
I'm gonna do it every time they update the PlayStation Network, which is every other week, it seems like. This whole thing's just ridiculous, and you know, I'm not sure what they could give me, so to speak, that I'd just be like, oh, cool, I feel good about this. I mean, what would you take? A free year of PlayStation Plus?
Man, you know, it's tough to say because it's like, I'd be like, well, I want a free PlayStation, but then I enter my credit card information and I don't know that it's safe or not. So
pay for it anyway.
You really, like, it's the worst thing that could have happened to play. You know what? Your stuff going down for 2 weeks, people would have complained and then that would have been it.
Yeah.
But you compromised credit cards, Sony. You compromised people's trust with you. I mean, so now people, you're trying to launch this whole, like, Xbox Live-ish thing with your PlayStation Plus, like a gold membership, which is, you know, makes sense. You should have done it a long time ago, in my opinion, because, look, I might be an idiot for it, but I don't mind paying for a good service, and I think that the Xbox Live service is very good, you know, and relatively fast, most of the time. Sometimes there's some kinks to work out, but that's any online gaming. That's going to happen. But I really don't know what they can do to assure people that their information is safe. And so now basically what they're doing is they violated the credit card, you know, your personal privacy in terms of your credit, and now they're asking you to entrust them with it because they're, you know, all this stuff on Play. They're gonna have to do PlayStation Plus for free for like a year before anybody forgets about what happened back in the day.
Well, I think that people from now on, what they're going to do is they're just going to go to GameStop and buy the PlayStation Network Plus card there, so they don't have to give Sony their number or points, if that's even possible. I've never tried.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I've never added. I know I can do it with Xbox. I've never tried to add points.
It basically what they've done is make the workflow a lot longer, and that whole kind of like, you know, hamster hits the thing and a treat pops out or whatever is going to be different because you can't do that now and like just update your points, you know, or your dollar amount. It's not points
Sure.
on PlayStation Network, but update your dollar amount to buy stuff. So now what's going to happen is you're going to have to go to the store and stock up on cards, which you're going to get pissed because you're never going to fully use them, or, you know, it's just going to be a hassle. I think they're going to lose. You know who really loses in all this too is the indie developers that are developing software.
Well, think about it. The DLC content, you know, people are losing money. But these companies are losing money, so they're trying to, especially the MMO games, like that's why they're giving them free this, free that. Those people who play those games are getting a little bit more, which is good.
Yeah.
But it still shafts me, who paid for PlayStation Plus, and I can't play online.
You know what though? Regardless, you know what I say to Sony Corporation of America? Smoke you!